What is truth? Do you know? See, when I talk to people and I say that I'm unapologetically and abrasively honest, I don't mean that I'm rudely honest. I mean that I only tell the truth, not my truth, not your truth, his truth, her truth, not a version of the truth, the truth, which means admitting my own warts and all. There is only one truth. It's God's honest truth. All bullshit aside. If you're going to tell the truth, tell the truth. Not a bit of the truth, not some truth that resonates with people. The truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God to tell the truth. So this invention of speak your truth. I mean, tell what you feel like needs to be said because it makes you feel good. Is there really such a thing as a noble lie? Do you tell someone who's dying that they're going to be okay? No. Is it a noble lie to tell people, well, it's certainly not the truth to tell people that at a funeral that, every funeral, what are you doing? Telling everyone that now they're in a better place and they've gone to heaven. You don't know that. How can you know that? It's a lie. Like, really? Giving people false hope like that based on a lie? Because you don't know that. They might have been an absolute wretch of a thing and went to their grave feeling good about it. There's only one truth, people. There's only the truth. And that's it. Not your version of the story. It's like when you go to court and an officer, or like an officer keeps saying that, well, I put it to you that, and I have reason to believe that. No, you don't. You don't have reason to believe anything. You don't even have probable cause. Not without some kind of evidence. Otherwise, all you have is an assumption. You assume. Presumption is based on having some evidence, but even that can't be proved beyond reasonable doubt. It's dishonest. It's trying to scare people into admitting guilt, whether they're guilty or not, just to make it go away. Now let's say if somebody was high or something the day before on any particular scenario. It doesn't mean they're under the influence when they fail a NIC test. Not that I would have failed it. It's not the point. But that's my case. How many cases, how often do people fail a NIC test for smoking marijuana? Even if I did fail it, so what? I wasn't under the influence. Like, you can fail a NIC test days after, you know? You can get drunk one night, have a sleep, wake up next morning and fail an alcohol, a breathalyser. But it doesn't mean you're drunk. You can take a hair sample from somebody 3 months later and fail a drug test. A hair follicle hangs onto the ketones and positive results for a drug test for 3 months. See, it's entrapment, it's dishonest. That's just an example. That's the difference between legislation and law. Legislation has got to the point where police just walk in and out of people's houses thinking they can tell them what they can do in their own house. No, you can't. You don't have any right to do that. Just because some gronk by the name of Felix Ellis gives you permission doesn't mean you have the right to do it. That's trespass. That is trespassing on people's rights, people's privacy, people's private property, people's sovereignty. It is an absolute trespass. That is against the law. That's against God's law. And to not point that out would be wrong of me. Do you understand? I'm going to say, do you understand? Are you going to stand under the law? Because I don't understand legislature. It's new government legislation. I don't give a flying fuck if it's new government. What little magic fairy wands? You didn't. The coppers downtown. You just didn't know how to answer the question. Said, is it law? Is it? Yeah, mate, it's new government legislature. I didn't ask you that. So is this a mandate? Yeah, mate, it's government passed it. I didn't ask you that. Are you giving me a directive or an order? Yeah, it's new legislature. I didn't ask you that. I asked you if it's law. Is this lawful? Yeah, mate. No, it ain't. No, it's not. It's trespass. If someone's just standing there waiting for a bus and all they've done is point out that you're doing the wrong thing and then you want to come and harass them for pointing out that you're doing the wrong thing, you're doing the wrong thing twice. You've done it to them, then you come and done it to me, and then you've done it to my son. Because you have no right to trespass on people's rights to travel unmolested, unhindered, to go about their daily life when they haven't committed a crime. And they're not suspected of committing a crime. There's a place where they used to do that in 1939 called Poland. They did it in Germany too. They also used to do it if you wanted to go through the Berlin Wall. I'm not being an arse on it. I forgive you. You don't know any better. You're kids. There are kids. I have kids, they're not kids anymore, that don't live here, that are older than you. I'm old enough to be your fucking dad. Probably twice over. Some of yous. And you have zero respect for your elders. Zero respect for people who have lived their life. Zero respect for the people that pay your wage. Or should I say, that service the debt that the government creates to pay your wage. I'll forgive you, you don't know any better, but it's time you learnt better, is what I'm saying. You're going to have to learn it sooner or later, preferably sooner rather than later. I actually care about what happens to you. Especially if you don't know any better. It's not me judging you, I'm judging your actions. There's a big difference. There's a huge difference. If I can forgive the man that tried to murder me, David Miller, I still think you're an arsehole, but I'll forgive you. Because that's your choice to be an arsehole. I don't make you do that. I don't make you stare me down, try to stare me down at Centrelink or at City Mission. I've moved on. I'm past you. I'm over you. It's fine. Go about your daily. Just stop being an asshole. It's all good. I will speak the truth. Not my truth, the truth. I will speak the truth. It's coming out. There's no avoiding it. You can kick the can down the road to next September if you like. A whole year. For what? For what? Absolutely nothing. Zero. Nothing. I actually didn't do anything wrong. You think I did, but I didn't. You think I did because you don't know any better. That's the only reason you think I did. I don't want this to be swept under the carpet. Like I said to... Yeah, I've gave Lee all the information and Pauline. Why? I asked them to do the right thing with it. Not my thing. I don't want it swept under the rug. I want my opportunity to deal with it. Lawfully. It's my problem, not theirs. But I asked them to do the right thing with it. To give everybody the opportunity to be able to speak for themselves. To be able to face their accuser. To have a fair crack at things, you know? To stop this revolving door bullshit in this captured court. Because it's not fair to the people. You're creating criminals. You're creating career criminals out of kids. It's disgusting what you're doing to these kids. What have they got? Dropped out of school. A school system that's inside out at best. No one... There's no safety net for them. What happened to vagrancy? What happened to being a vagrant? Why aren't you at school, mate? Yeah, sorry, you got to go back to school. And the coppers, come on, get in the car, and they take you to school. Not let you run amok until you end up with a criminal record. And then put you into the whole social worker roundabout. You're creating a whole bunch of Robbie Cumminses and Stephen Douglases. I actually don't mind Steve, he's alright. Can't stand Robbie, he's a real problem. You know, the one he's got on the payroll. I laugh because it's a silly game. And you know that I know the game. Like when Officer Rybacek offered me a deal and I turned it down. He spun him out, he didn't know what to do. I think I'm the first person who ever said no, mate. You see, I make a mistake, I wear my mistake. I've got a thing called integrity. I don't roll over on people just to get myself out of trouble. I open a can of worms. That's what I do. You asked me to, so I did. Not sorry. It's for you to reconcile with. God bless you.